nostalgia thing, or it's something that I probably couldn't afford when I was younger that I really, really wanted.
I'm sure everybody would do the same thing. Oh, he got a Ferrari! Yes!
It's like every poor kid, you know, you dream of stuff, you want this stuff. And now as I'm older, it's like now I can have that.
So,
Hey, what's up, Complex? Come on in.
bro, that's so much stuff. Y'all flashing through it quick. Oh.
Dave, first off, thank you so much for having us in your home. A home that is, one of my producers said, like a nostalgic temple.
Right.
Every corner of this house, there is something, everything is so well thought out. But we're here today mostly to talk about this vintage Lunchbox collection. And
Vintage lunchboxes is kind of different. I have never heard of somebody collecting lunchboxes, bro. But I mean, it is what it is. It's really nice, really cool. I see a lot of things. You got WWE in the front, so you can't see them. But you got the Hulk Hogan, and you got a few others, but you got a bunch of lunchboxes. It's crazy.
I feel like it started with Fat Albert. I think your mom got it from a thrift store, right?
She did, yeah. Fat Albert was my first lunchbox. I wish it was in this good shape. Didn't have a matching thermos or anything. And that's the kind of a cool thing about lunchboxes, because the reason why a lot of them are hard to find is because when you're a kid, you don't think about collecting lunchboxes. You don't use your lunchbox to either, you know, take lunch to school.
He got them classic lunchboxes too.
Or you hit other kids with it.
Yes, yes. Not me, but yeah.
But, so that's why it's hard to find them in good shape. When I was growing up, I didn't really collect anything. You know, the interest wasn't there. I didn't have any money. You know, if I did have any extra money in my pocket, it was going towards food, not collectibles. I didn't live in a great area. If you looked around my neighborhood,
This
it was
dude has everything, dang.
poverty, violence. Yeah, that's what it was. I was an usher in a movie theater. That was my very first job, which I loved. So for me to find inspiration, it was movies and television. That was my escapism. That was where I could look and I could...
Not the ads.
Some people look at
dream to be something bigger, something, you know, get out of my box.
You just said movies and
The
TV
tattoo is kind of wild. I saw that. I saw that.
shows was your escape.
Right.
But like, the theater is unbelievable.
I wanted it to feel like a real movie theater and like a throwback theater, 30s, 40s, like movie theater, a cinema.
That's what's
And I
up.
wanted it to have that feel, and I wanted the whole movie theater experience.
Man,
And pretty much everything here is like, they're mostly television and films that I remember as a kid. The E.T. was the first lunchbox that started the collection. 2003, I was injured. I was in WWE and I got injured and I was home and a lot of time.
Okay.
That's when I discovered eBay. And so I was surfing on it a lot, and that's when I started like really collecting. And then I searched for one for certain reasons because of rarity. And so I was going back constantly searching for like the same ones over. And when I got it, I started a new search.
E.T., your ex-wife's first day at an office job.
Yeah.
Was it a brown bag? And you said, we're not doing that.
It was a big deal because she always like worked as a waitress and this and that. She had her first office job. And I wanted to get her something cool, not like your standard briefcase. And so I knew that when she was young, her favorite movie was E.T. And so I was looking and I found this vintage E.T. lunchbox and I got her one. I gave it to her. And she left it at home and I was like, I got that for you to take lunch to work. And she said, well, she don't want to mess it up because it was brand new.
Okay.
And so I went and I found another one. I said, here, you can beat this one up and you can put this one on the shelf.
It's like
And
sneakers.
yeah.
You buy the ones
That's what's up, man.
you love, one to wear, one to rock, one to stock.
Yeah. The cool thing about the ET lunchboxes, and the reason I have two of them, is because the lunchboxes are identical, but only like a real collector would know that they made two versions of the thermos. That was a whole kind of learning process.
What the heck? Bro, lunchboxes though, that's crazy. That's what's up.
I started collecting, then I started getting really into them, and I bought books to see which ones were more rare and more valuable, and what they were worth or what the market value was. And that's just how I got into it.
And then I see the pinball machines.
Yeah.
I see
Now, pinball machines go hard, bro. I wish, bro, he has like 8 of them. If I had 1 or 2, I think that would be really cool.
Jurassic Park. Is that why we have the Brontosaurus?
So that's another ex-wife story.
Okay, okay.
One year we were at Comic-Con, and someone had made a T-Rex for Chris Pratt.
Okay.
My wife just flipped out. She was like, oh my God, that's the coolest thing ever. It was like a light bulb.
Life size one.
So one year for, I think, her birthday, I bought her a big Velociraptor.
Okay.
And I surprised her with it. I opened the door, she came out, and she flipped out. It was like the greatest thing ever. So I just, like, for birthdays and Valentine's Day, I just kept buying her dinosaurs.
Okay. Okay. Love
And
that.
same with the Jurassic Park, because I started collecting pinball machines. And I wanted to get her one too, so I thought, you know, Jurassic Park, there it is.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Damn.
The year's 1967, but 2003, I feel like you get your Jordan 1 of Lunchboxes.
Right.
The Green Hornet with Bruce Lee.
$100.
How significant is this Lunchbox to you, and what do you love about it the most?
Bruce Lee, I mean, that was the thing. You know, when I was a little kid, I'm half Asian, I'm half Filipino. And when I was a little kid, I just wanted to be like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
He was my representation, you know. He was an Asian guy, and I just wanted to be a kung fu master, and I wanted to be like Bruce. And I think for a lot of
Bro, he got his own action figures there. I saw that. That's dope.
Asian kids growing
Gotta
up,
have it.
and a lot of kids in general, he's just our hero. He's like a real life superhero.
Yeah. What was the first one that you really like? The point of no return, basically.
Yeah. I think this Beatles was the first one that I spent like thousands of dollars.
$5,000. Damn.
Okay.
Or four. I was bidding on that. And because it was in such great condition, you know,
Aesthetically beautiful.
this is
It do look good though, I'm not gonna lie.
perfect. Like, this is a mint condition Lunchbox. Brand new, has never been used. Damn near impossible to find.
And like when you say perfect condition, you probably won't see another one in that perfect condition maybe in the world.
No, it's crazy. So when I say like mint condition, I mean, sucker, it's just like original wrapping paper that came with the thermos. And look how shiny and
It's crazy.
and minty fresh this is.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the bottom of it. It's pristine.
Wow.
The starting bid, I want to say it was like $2,500, and so I knew I was going to pay that much. But I think, you know, people started bidding on it and went up and up and up, and I'm like, you know, started to get like, damn, I'm really spending this much money on a Lunchbox.
And then you get a little competitive, I'm sure. Like, I'm not losing out on this.
Super. And again, you got to remember at that era, like how popular the Beatles were.
For sure.
So it's like every kid was one of the Beatles Lunchbox.
Yes.
And of course, what do? They take them to school and they get beat up.
And then one kid kept his pristine collection.
Or it was in a
pristine
warehouse somewhere, or I don't know how it
Yeah.
happened, but you know, it ended up here like fresh and minty.
How important is the full package of the thermos?
It makes all the difference because they're extremely rare and they're hard to find and they're worth a lot of money.
Will you not buy if it doesn't have the thermos, or you will divide and conquer kind of?
Sometimes that's kind of the fun of collecting. So if you get it and it's in mint condition but doesn't have a thermos, get it anyway.
Yeah.
Because then you can start to search for, like that mint thermos. Some of them, like in the 50s, a lot of the 50s lunchboxes didn't come with thermoses.
Okay.
The top.
Well, we've been talking about lunchboxes the most of the video, the majority of the video. It's crazy.
Valuable lunchbox.
So the toppy, correct me if I'm wrong, is it that you would go to Kroger?
15,000. Damn. 15,000 for a lunchbox.
And then you would trade in stamps to
Yeah,
redeem?
you couldn't buy that. It was only with like green stamps or trading stamps that you could trade in and get one. A few of these, like, they're so collectible because they were never for sale. The Toppy and also the VW buses. These weren't for sale. These were actually giveaways. If you went and test drove a VW bus, like back in the 60s, they would give you a lunchbox.
And what is the thought of having multiple of that one specifically?
It's just because they're so rare. So if I come across them in good shape, I just pick them up, and I love that you couldn't buy those. So they're just harder to come by, especially in good shape. I think a lot of people.
$800. You know what I would do with $800? He spent $800 on that. But you can do that. You can do what you want when you got it like that, you know what I'm saying?
Collect things that connect them to their child.
Darth Vader, okay, let's look at some of the toys. Dope.
Childhood. Then a lot of things, you know, like obviously my collection of Harley Davidson
That Ferrari so bad, bro. Lord have mercy.
don't come from my childhood. But it's like I got one, I fell in love with it, and there was different styles of bikes that I wanted to get, and so I started collecting, and the next thing you know, I had 10 Harley Davidsons. And same with cars.
He said 10? Damn.
You know, I love cars, and there's certain
Got that
ones that
Porsche,
connect me to
yeah.
things.
Oh my God, bro. Shit don't make no sense, boy. It just amazes me how having money, man, you can have these big boy toys, these big old houses and all this stuff, bro. He built this up over the years. They created this life. This is. I need to go watch a documentary or something. This is crazy.
Like my favorite car is my '77 Trans Am. It connects me directly to my childhood, my love for the movie Smokey and the Bandit.
Right over your shoulder, the 1954 Superman.
Yeah.
What's the significance of that?
Well, they're not actually super rare. These lunchboxes, you can find them. You can find them like all day long.
Okay.
The rarity is in the condition.
Got it.
So this is like one of the first big wave of lunchboxes, 1954. So to find these in good shape is like damn near impossible. And mine is in decent
$20,000.
shape. I think mine is like a $2,000 box.
Okay.
But I've seen some go for like $15,000, $20,000.
Wow.
Yeah. If you can find that pristine mint 1954 Superman lunchbox, it's a needle in a haystack, man. It's impossible to find. So when they do come up, this is why the prices have been driven up, because you can't find them.
You have the new movie coming up, The Killer's Game.
Yeah.
How excited are you for that movie release?
Pretty excited.
Yeah.
Pretty nervous too.
Yeah.
I've
Killer's
done so
Game,
many
let's check
supporting
that out.
roles, and I had to come to a point in my career where if I keep accepting these supporting roles, I'm not going to get lead roles, and I'm not going to advance in my career. So this is going to be like one of my first action films that'll be theatrically released, and this is a different role for me.
Yeah.
It's a different type of film. It's like a rom-com meets John Wick type.
That's cool, though. That's a good
Tarantino
mix.
feel. Yeah, I hope it does well. That's when merchandising really
Yeah, when you say
started.
Killer Game
You
or
know,
Killer Game?
So this is going to be like one
Oh, it says it.
of my first
The Killer's Game.
in Marvel.
Let me see. I'm gonna play the
They
video.
make billions of dollars off of their merchandise. It's kind of where it all started.
It's funny that like you probably know exactly where all these are because like you came in here and
I was like, that's not supposed to be there.
exactly like
Doesn't
I'm
go
just
with
shaking my head because it's like, bro, the whole video we talked about lunchboxes, bro. The whole video.
those lunchboxes.
someone
yeah.
moved it. So like you must have like a memory of
Yeah.
exactly where these.
Well, I
where
have a
all should
general
go.
idea. Originally, I just had shelves in here, and I had this built. And so when I came in and I tried, I really wanted to kind of put them all together, and like mostly with era, sometimes subject matter. But you know, I wanted to do like 60s and 70s and 50s and the VW buttons
Okay, that's cool. That's dope. That's far. That's far. Okay.
that you find valuable.
Listen, I
Hold
know
on,
these.
hold on. How
Come
many
from here. I
garages was
think
there?
there should
Hold
be
up.
things
Gotta
that
go
you're
back.
directly connected to or you're interested in. You know, things that you find valuable.
Damn.
Listen, I know these are really close to your heart and like.
Yeah, we love your lunchboxes, man. Well, it does say vintage lunchbox collection and life. When he say and life, I'm thinking like, but that's cool. I mean, I ain't tripping. Look, they show. Okay, all right. I'm not tripping. I am not tripping, bro. Because even though this video was basically surrounded by lunchboxes, they did show him a little snippet of the rest of his home. They ain't showed no bedrooms, nothing crazy like that, but they showed his cars and they showed his movie theater. I think it's enough. It's a pretty good video, man. I'm not mad. Man, yes. I'm gonna go check out this movie as well called The Killer's Game. So make sure you like the video, comment what you think of the video, what you think of, would you collect lunchboxes? Do you think this is pretty cool and fascinating to look at, to, you know, to pick up on and stuff like that? Let me know, man. It's your boy Smiley. We finna get up out of here, man.